Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an attendee in listen only.
Hello, good afternoon. So before we start, just want to make sure that you can hear me, you can see me and see my slide. If yes, if you can just raise your hand. There is an option, if you can just raise your hand, then we can start. Perfect. Right. So let's start. Myself, Dr. Ankur Garg, and I'm in the UK and working in the UK, and we are working in Aspire, and I think you have seen lots of lectures from Dr. Anushri. She has spoken over mostly all the topics, like in listening what you need to do, in reading what you need to do, and in speaking what you're supposed to do. And we will be having another session on writing as well this Sunday. So you will be finding the link in the WhatsApp group and also on the Facebook after this session. And this session is actually for home user guide. Like, as you know, because of the corona and other things, they have started doing this OET exam at home. So you can give all your modules, if it is listening, reading, writing, and speaking, all modules you can give in your home as well. You can just stay at home and give all those modules. And you are receiving lots of emails like what needs to be done in home user guide. So few of our candidates actually, they have done with the OET home exam. So we have spoken to them and found what exactly was their experience when they were giving this OET at home. And the experience was really nice, and every one of them, they got this PDF as well. So I'll be going through this PDF and explaining you the things, what exactly happened during that home guide, right? OET at home. So let's see and how they have conducted the exam. So where to sit in the OET at home? I'll show you some pictures as well, like what you should do, what you should not do in the end of this PDF, not to worry. So you can choose where to sit in the OET at home. Most importantly, it should be a quiet place where there are no other people or distractions. Set up a comfortable workplace. You should have your desk, table and chair. It's not like you cannot sit on your like bed or sofa. No, they want you to sit on the table and chair, and there should not be anyone in the room. A room should be very nicely lit. There should be enough light in the room, because they will be checking it very nicely. They will be wanting from you that you show them the 360-degree angle of your room, all and from every side, what's there on the top and on the downside, here and there, left, right, everywhere. They will check through the webcam of your computer or laptop, right? So you have to be very, very careful regarding that. So no testing location. I mean, your testing location must be indoor, of course. Nobody else must be in the room or enter the room throughout the test. And if this happens, the remote proctor will end your test. If something happens, like for example, somebody entered into the room, so they will cut off the test. So test is happening in two parts, as even OET is happening in two parts. In one, they have got three subtests. One is your listening, reading, and writing, and speaking will be taken separately. So they are going to send you the link where you can download that application, and after that you will be able to do the stuff. It will explain the things very clearly. I'll also explain the things what you need to do in the exam, before the exam, I mean. And for the speaking, actually, you will be using Zoom application. So they will be sending you a link. What you need to do, you simply have to download the Zoom application. I think most of you must be aware what is the Zoom application. It's simply like, as we are using GoToWebinar, we can use Zoom application as well through these webinars and all. So they are using Zoom. So they'll be sending you the link. You have to just log in through that link on the designated time. So they'll be telling you the time, this time you have to be online. That's it. And the person will be doing your interview and the speaking test, I mean. So what to have with you? So what you need for this, you have to have valid ID. I mean, most probably all of you must have joined or log in through this. I mean, make your account through your passport. So you just have to have your passport, and you have to have your computer with webcam, right? That's mandatory, and a clear plastic bottle of water you can take. Make sure there's no label around. That is what they want. And what not to bring, nothing like a bag, like including any pencil, mobile phone. They need nothing from you. No watch, no camera, no pen, pencil, no dictionaries, no paper, nothing. Nothing. You are not supposed to wear any jewelry, or especially for the females. No jewelry, no pen, no paper, no eraser, nothing. Nothing means nothing, right? For the speaking one, you are allowed to take a plain paper and pencil. A plain paper and pencil for speaking only. You are not allowed to carry anything for your listening, reading, and writing. You're not supposed to bring anything, right? So that's very, very important. Make sure you don't have any of these things. So as you know, it will go the same way. The listening will be, say again, like 40 minutes. Reading will take 60 minutes, and writing again will be having 45 minutes. Everything will go in the same way. So what happened? So let's start with the first subtest, meaning listening, reading, and writing. How it will go. So first of all, they will be doing their the security check. So they will be looking at you. Okay, so they'll be taking your picture, and then you have to show your passport. You have to just bring your passport very close to the webcam, and they will see. Okay, so they are talking, or they are going to have the same person, right? So after you have done that, what will be happening? They'll be checking your room. So they'll be seeing, okay, what is in the room? Show us what's on the top. So you have to show them the top, show them what is there down, and what is around the table. So you need to show everything, what's there around the table, what is behind you, what's there on the side. So they want you to take your laptop and move around. Or even if you have got a what do you say, the mirror, you can, with the help of mirror, you can show it to them. If you have laptop, you can just pick up your laptop and show them what's there. And you should not have anything else on the table. You're not supposed to have anything else. Your table should be very, very clean. Nothing should be there on your table. So that's very, very important in this. So this is what they are going to do, and they will be checking like what's there in your hand. They'll be checking till elbows for this test. They, if you are wearing like trousers, so they will be telling you to show the pockets. You don't have anything in your pockets as well. So it's very, I mean, very strict checking, I would say, they will be doing. So make sure you're not having anything with you. And once they have done this security check, what happens once they are done all this security check, then you can start your listening accordingly. And what they say, in between, nobody should enter into the room. If it enters, your exam will be finished there and then, right? So your webcam will be on. You won't be seeing anyone, but your webcam will be on. They are watching you. What you're doing, how you're doing, they're watching you. So while you're doing the question, for example, you're doing listening or you're doing reading, whatsoever you're doing, make sure of one thing, and not talking that much. You can, I mean, speak maybe in a very little tone, that's fine. But if you're speaking too fast, in a loud voice, they will give you the instruction that please don't talk that much, that loudly. That is not allowed in the exam. So your webcam will be on and they are watching you, right, during the listening, reading, and writing. And if they found anything which is unusual, which is not good for the exam, they will disconnect you from that exam. They'll bar you, they will debar you from the exam. So be very, very careful. You are not breaking any of the rules. Regarding the breaks, you will be given the breaks as well. You have to use the washroom, and also definitely you're allowed to take the breaks. There will be one break after the first part of the reading. So you will be doing first listening. So in the listening, what happens? So again, that will be playing in the background, the music, the person, like two person are talking to each other, and the screen will be having all the questions. So for example, the two persons are talking, you're listening to them, and you'll be having the answer and keep on writing in that, right? By any means your computer gets shut down, or maybe the battery finish, or something like that. So when you switch it on, you will start from that point only, and whatever question you have already answered, they will be there inside, so you don't have to worry about that, right? So if you have answered one of the question and suddenly your laptop switched off, any reason, shut down or whatsoever, so you don't have to worry. Your answers, whatever you have given, they have been saved, so you can go again and start from that point only. So listening is very easy, just have to type it. And again, many candidates might be thinking like our typing speed is not that fast or something. But again, you know, in listening, how much you need to type, just one word for one question, isn't it? Maximum 2 words. So I think it won't be that tough, but make sure, I would still advise you to work on few things. For example, working on like a bit of typing, but how to switch on the caps locks and all, where is the comma, where is full stop, hyphen, and all those things, because it will be helpful in writing portion as well. So make sure a bit of practice. If most of us are using laptops, but if you're not that much familiar, so make sure before you do the test and all, you are familiar with the the writing part in the laptop as well. That will be really, really helpful. So this is how the speaking will be going on. As it is going in a simple in-person test, it will be same as in online as well. When it comes to the reading, so in the reading, as I said, you are allowed to take the break as well. So after you are done with the first part of the reading, after you have done with the first part of the reading, you can take you can take the break. You can take the break for 10 minutes, right? And you can use the washroom and come back. But make sure of one thing, it is not compulsory to go for the break. And when you are going, you have to take the permission from them. So in your laptop, what will be happen, there will be icon on the right hand side on the top. So whatever problem you have got during the exam, you can ask them and they will be there to answer. So if you want to go for the break after you have done with the first part of reading, you have to type a message, I want to go for the break. And they will say, okay, you can go for the break. Make sure you come back within 10 minutes time, right? So that is what happens. So you can go for the break. When you come back, just again type, I came back, right? So when you have written that, they will say, okay, fine. And they will do the security check again. They'll be checking all of like what's happening. They'll be checking around the room and everything. They will do that security check again. So that is that is how it works. All right. Okay, so this is for your reading, right? So as I said, reading, you'll be having 10 minutes break, right? So make sure you take permission and then you go. What we found, our candidates, those who have given home OET, regarding this thing, I would like to give more stress on on reading. They said it was a bit difficult to manage two folders in reading, because they were doing the reading, and the paper where they have to write the answer, so they have to make it very small. So it was a bit difficult in that way, because you have got two screens, I would say, in front of you. One, the reading task, the whole task, and the second one is the sheet where you have to type your answers. So these two things were there, and some candidates said it was a bit like small. The window was very small and was difficult actually for them to read it, right? So that was something they found it was not actually good. And many of them, they said the first part of reading where the questions are quite easy and all, so they said they were not able to finish the exam in that point of view. They said listening was absolutely fine, but reading, they said yeah, few problems were there. Yeah. Now after speaking, so you have taken 10 minutes break, and then you can do the rest of your reading part. Now you come to the writing part. So writing, again, what you will be having your task and you are supposed to write. So you have got 40-45 minutes and you can write it down. But again, make sure you know a few things, you know, like where is the full stop, the comma, caps locks and shift, all those things you should be very, very much nicely familiar with. Make sure you're not making any mistakes in that. Now there are some system requirements as well, like what system you should have. First of all, you are supposed to use Google Chrome. Yeah, it will be only compatible with Google Chrome. And you know, they will be giving the instructions to join and all few days before your exam starts. So don't have to worry about it. And if you do have any problem, you are struggling to download anything on your laptop, you can contact them and they will be doing live chatting with you and will tell you what things to be done to get yourself connected for the test. So don't need to worry. So before the test, within 3 days of receiving your email, so they will be sending you the email. So before the test day, what you need to do, you need to do the system check. It's written very clearly, system check. So you have to do the system check. Nothing you have to do in the email. This link you have to press, system readiness check. Once you click it, it will check your system, and wherever is the problem, it will tell you like where you need to make the changes. Most probably whatever device you are going to use, it is compatible, because their requirement is very, very small. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. So once you put this system readiness check, it will take you to the next window. So if I show you, just a sec. So it will take you here actually once you click that one. So this Pro Proctor app, and what you need to do, it will start doing the system check. So it will check your screen resolution, your operating system, your microphone, your webcam, your download speed, your upload speed, everything it will check. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to worry about anything. And wherever is the problem, they will be telling you. The system check will work properly. And after you have done the system check, what you need to do, you need to download this Pro Proctor app. From here, if you just click, it will get downloaded in your system, right? So let me just disconnect it and let's come back, my friends. Okay. Perfect. So what you need to do, you need to do this system check, just clicking here, and after that, as I shown you on the top, there was a thing that you had to download and install this Pro Proctor application, right? And that's it. That is what you need to do. You don't have to do any of these things after that. I mean, just these two things you have to do before your test, after you receive this email. So on the test day, what you need to do, so after you have done this, if you try to launch your test, I mean, many of the candidates, they try to do the test. Let's see what happens. So it will show there is some error. So the application will not start. So you won't be able to do anything, not to worry about it. So what needs to be done, as you know, when the time will be there. So you know the time of your exam, you know the time of the exam, they'll be telling you. So at that time, you will launch your test. This application is there, you just click on the application, it will take you to this page, and it will tell you to put your confirmation number. You put your confirmation number and you put your surname. You need to put only first 4 digits of your surname there in this. So confirmation number and surname, and then you just have to find yourself and launch your test. And the test will be launched and you will be there in the window. And I think within a minute or two, it depends like I mean, how many candidates are logging during that time. So one of the teacher, one of the proctor, one of the guide will come there and do your check. Like will be checking your photo, your passport, and will be checking your room, and then he or she will start your listening, reading, and writing. So that is how it works. Very easy. You don't need to worry about it. So they have shown as well. So they'll be capturing your photo, and they'll be telling you to put your passport near the webcam, and then they will be taking the pictures of your passport as well. And as I said, your room should be very much clean, and there should not be anything on the table, right? So that is what we need to do. So as I said, like they'll be checking your room, 360-degree environment check they will be doing, candidate person check, and that is what needs to be done. All right, now let's talk a bit about the speaking as well. So as I said, the same app, Pro Proctor, for listening, reading, and writing. So what needs to be done? Very simple. First thing is you need to just check on the system requirements. It will automatically check everything. You don't have to do anything. After that, you have to just download that Pro Proctor app. It will be there. The link will be there in the email. Nothing you have to do, right? And on the exam day, you have to launch your test, right? And if you've got any problem, they have given you a link. You just press that link, you will be doing the live chatting with one of the member of their team, and you can tell them your problem and they'll be able to solve. You can do this 1 or 2 days before your exam, right? Not to worry about it. Now comes for speaking. So speaking, as you know, it can be in the same day, it can be 1 day before, it can be 1 day after as well. So that is how it works. So speaking will be done on Zoom. So you need to download and install Zoom, and I think most of you will be having this Zoom app already. If not, then you just have to download and make sure you create an account as well. And make sure you create an account with the same email ID where you have booked the exam. So for example, you have booked the exam with this email ID, aspireoet.com. So you have to download the Zoom also with the same email ID, right? That is what you need to do. So on the exam day, so what is going to happen on the exam day? What is going to happen? The same things will happen again. So Zoom application, the time will be there. You just go on the same time and sit. So the proctor, the teacher might be taking 1-2 extra minutes, because the teacher was taking the exam for one of the candidates. So there might be delay of 1, 2, 3 minutes. Just be there on the time, and you can log in 5 minutes before as well. Not at all any problem. All right. And then you just log in there, and the teacher will come. So again, what they'll be doing, they'll be taking a picture, and then they'll be asking you to show the passport, and make sure you have a plain paper and a pencil. So in reading, listening, writing, you have to have nothing on your table. Just a glass or just a bottle of water can be there. But in speaking, you can have a plain paper with pencil. That is absolutely fine, right? And make sure it's a plain paper. If there's anything logo or something, they might have some problem. They'll be telling you to show the paper as well, which paper you have got. They'll be asking you to show them the table, show around the room, what's there in the left side, right side, here and there. Everything they'll check. 360-degree check will happen for you. So be very careful. This is how it happens. So after that, in the speaking, what happens? You'll be having some general conversation with you, and after the general conversation, then you will be given your tasks. As you know, in the OET, like you have got 2 tasks, they will be giving you the task, and the task will be shown on the screen. First of all, what is happening? Your photo will be in the half of the screen, and your teacher will be there in the half of the screen. So after that, what happens in the Zoom app, in the speaking, your teacher will change the setting, and what will happen? You have to do nothing. You just have to log in and sit. They will be taking care of everything. I know, like, a lot of us might not be that much comfortable with the with this digital stuff. I mean, they're using the laptop and all, but you don't have to worry. You just have to come in their contact once, just by downloading the Zoom app, and after that they'll be taking care of it. So first general conversation, and after that what will happen? They will show you the task on the screen, right? They'll be showing you the task on the screen, and your photos will be there on the side. Yours and your proctor will be on the side, right? So that is what happens. And after that, what you will be doing, and you'll be reading the task, whatever you have got. You'll be having the 3 minutes to read the task, and you can make your notes as well. So you have got a paper, you have got a pen, so you can make the notes as well. And after that 3 minutes, the proctor will start asking you questions regarding that task. So that is how it works. So after first, they'll be asking the second task, and roughly, how much time it takes. 25 to 30 minutes it takes, because 2 tasks, 5 minutes each, and you're getting 3 minutes to read and make the notes as well. So 16 minutes this one, and of course the security check and all, some general talk in the beginning. So everything will take around 25 to 30 minutes for the speaking. That is how it works, right? And one more thing, very important. Once you're done with the speaking test, as you know, you have used one paper. So what they expect from you, that you tear that paper. So you'll be taking that paper and tear in front of your proctor or your teacher or your invigilator. I mean, so you need to tear it in very small pieces, and after that you just put it on the table and say thank you so much, and your exam will finish. So this is how it goes. I mean, what they have done a trial. So they have done the trial on 25th, actually, 25th of June. So the speaking was, for those candidates, the speaking was on 24th, some were on 26th as well. And there was a trial on 28th of June as well, for OET at home as well. So let's see if it is successful or not. And if it is, then it will be counted for every single exam. Doesn't matter, it's nursing, it's doctors, everyone can give this. But it was a trial, so let's see. I mean, once they will receive the feedback and exam results and all, then we'll see, like, if it was a successful attempt from their side or not, right? And there's some pictures I'll show you. OET at home environment, do's and don'ts. So this is what they want: clearly, orderly, and well-lit room or workplace. So this has to be like, light should be proper. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in the kitchen, it's okay, but it should be very nicely lit. Lighting should be proper. Sit in an upright position, so like this. This is also fine until unless you have got a table with you. So alone for the test, you are supposed to be alone. Nobody should be there in the room, of course, as you are giving the test. Even if you can give it in the bedroom as well, that's fine. You have got a table, you have got a chair, laptop, and that's absolutely fine. Computer must be on the table or desk, right? So if we are using the chair now, it should be on the desk. Sitting reclining on a bed or couch with the computer on lap. So if you're putting your computer on the lap, or like this, if you see this lady sitting on the bed, you are not allowed to do those things. Sitting reclining on the bed or couch with computer on lap, not at all allowed. Poorly lit room or workspace, so like if your room is very dark, no, it won't be allowed. See, everything is happening according to the Australian time, right? So the timing in your country might be a bit, I mean, evening time, or maybe it's something like dark. So we have to be very careful. You have to have enough lighting in your room, right? Doesn't matter if you're giving in your bedroom, giving in your kitchen, giving in any area, but make sure, just simply make sure you have got a table, you have got your chair properly, and a nicely lit room, and there should not be anyone, and nothing suspicious should be there inside the room. And you have to have this like cluttered or crowded room or workplace. It should not be there. So as you see, near the laptop, they have kept so many things, the tea, coffee, and the iPad and the phones. Nothing should be there. The table should be very clean. Only your computer or your laptop, and that's it. Nothing else. And your passport. And if it is speaking, you can have your pencil and paper. And if it is reading, listening, or writing, you don't have to have anything. You don't have to have anything, right? Persons or pet present in the room in any time? No, not at all allowed. If you are having your pets, your dog, your cats, make sure they don't disturb you during the exam. They should not come in the room. Otherwise, what will happen? They will just disconnect you from there. And if you have got a kid, make sure your partner is taking care, or your family member is taking care of the kids. Using a dual monitor configuration to take the test. I know, like those who are not that much literate, I would say, in terms of digital stuff is fine for them. But those who are expert in the digital stuff, and they might be thinking, okay, as I said, the reading might be a bit difficult with one screen, so they might be thinking for using the dual monitor. No, it is not allowed. You're only allowed to have only one screen. So if you're using a laptop or computer, make sure you have only and only one screen. Right, so that's it. I mean, it wasn't like a big session, so we just wanted to tell you what exactly happening in OET at home, right? So any question anyone have got regarding home OET, ask me, right? So anything else you want to ask, you can ask Dr. Anushri. You can ask from the WhatsApp group as well, and you can ask her in the next session this Sunday for writing the checks, right? So I've got a few questions. So any questions if you have got regarding home OET, you can ask, right? So we can conduct another sessions and all once we get the results as well, like how the result was and whether they are considering it or not. Is this the real OET or just a pilot? My friend, it was a real OET, and they said if I mean, it's a real OET exam, and it was a trial as well. And if it was successful, what they said, if it was successful, then the result will be considered. For example, if you pass this trial, you passed all the 4 domains of your OET exam, considering your reading was fine, you got whatever grade you wanted, you got the same grade for listening, writing, and speaking, and trial was successful. So you will be considered as pass. Right, so that's the thing. Please, when will this home OET exam start? My friend, it has already been started, as I said. So on 25th of June, they have conducted already. They have conducted already this home OET. It was very nice experience, actually. Those who have given this test, it was really, really nice experience. And they have encountered, if I would say, the problems only and only in the reading column. Other than that, everything was actually perfect. I mean, you were sitting at your home and everything was fine. Candidates were asking what's the fee. See, the fee for OET is 587 Australian dollar, right? So for this one, those who have booked 27th June in-person exam, so in many countries like in the UK, so in-person OET test happened. So those who booked that in-person OET, they got this chance free of cost to have another exam in the same course. So they have real in-person exam at 27th. So you can give another OET at home, maybe on 25th or 28th. So you had 2 options. So many of our candidates took on 25th. It was free of cost. And there was an extra thing as well. So as you know, they are doing this trial. So those who are performing in this trial and doing this test and giving the test in person as well on the designated date, say on 27th of June, those are done. So those who have done both the tests and including all 4 domains, they will be getting $100 back in their account. So actually, as it was first and it was trial, so you are actually getting $100 back in your account as well. So actually, it was free. There was no fees for this one. But when they start it again and they make it a regular one, so let's see how much it will cost. For the moment, it was free of cost. Moreover, you are getting $100 back. Is there any change in the price for home OET? I hope I have answered this question. It's free, of course, for the time being, but let's see. I mean, once they make it a regular one, if they make it anything. Is it OET at home acceptable by the GMC, and what in case I don't want to opt this instead of paper one? See, it is entirely up to you. First of all, at the moment, as I said, it was a trial, and many candidates, they went in person as well. So definitely, if you're not comfortable with the home OET, you can do it on the centers as well. That is not at all any problem. And answering your second question, is it acceptable by the GMC? So the thing is, as I said, it's a trial. So once it was, the trial was done nicely and they are satisfied, the OET conducting prometric people, they are satisfied, definitely it will be considered by everyone, right? Can we have that offer again, please? I mean, see, I'm not the one who is giving the offers, right? So you can write it to the OET and you can do this. Like if you have booked OET, so you might get another chance free of cost for home OET. So meaning in one price, like 587 Australian dollars, you'll be getting 2 chances, one in person at the center and one OET at home at your place. And I don't know whether they will be giving back $100 or not. So I'm not sure about that, but you can definitely try. Can I convert my registration to OET at home as I'm already registered? They haven't told anything regarding this actually, if you can convert your registration or not. See, they're going to update the things very soon about it. So what they have done till now, they have done a trial. So now they are collecting the feedback from the candidates. So let's see those who have given this and the feedback they will get, and accordingly they will see. And I'm not sure whether you will be able to convert your registration or not, or maybe what they will do, they might give you another chance. One in the center you can go and do the exam, and another one you can do maybe at your home as well, home OET. So you may get 2 chances. So just email them and let's see if you are lucky enough to get another chance for OET, right? So any more questions you can ask the next couple of minutes. And thank you so much for joining. Lots of people actually joined, and really nice to see. And I hope the sessions we are doing mostly like Dr. Anu Shrish is doing, and I hope the sessions are helpful, as we have done mostly all the domains. Only writing was left, so this Sunday you can join for writing as well. Right? Any more questions, anyone? All right. I hope it was clear. All right, so that was OET at home. So let's see if they make it on the regular basis or not. If they make it, then I think it's a good opportunity for everyone. You can sit at your home and do this test of what can be better than this. But yes, those who are not that much comfortable with the computer and all, they might be having some problem, right? OET at home and OET at center, what's the fees difference? My friend, as I said, at the moment it's the same. Actually, you're getting 2 chances and you're paying only once. That was there in the first time when, I mean, those who have booked the exam on 27th of June, exam has already been done. So those who booked for 27th of June, so they emailed them like, if you want to participate in home OET. So many of the candidates, they said, yes, I want to, or we want to participate. And it was free of cost. You are not supposed to pay anything. So that was a great thing actually. When you're not paying, so why not give another attempt, isn't it? So that was the thing. Can we have a recorded version of this session? Yeah, definitely, my friend, not to worry. So what we'll be doing, we'll be making what should I say, the YouTube. I will put this on YouTube and send you the link, right? So stay in the WhatsApp groups if you are not, or you can check our YouTube channel, right? So that's it, and you will be able to see the session recorded one maybe in a day or two, because you have to download and upload. It may take a couple of days or maybe 1-2 days, not more than that. Not to worry, my friend. We have got a session on speaking there on the YouTube. You can have a watch, and also we are going to put very soon the listening and reading introduction as well. So it will be really nice. Moreover, if you want us to check some of your writing and want to do some speaking sessions as well, make sure you email or tell in the WhatsApp group as well. We'll be able to help. So after this writing session on this coming Sunday, so we'll be picking some candidates and doing this thing, some writing checks and speaking online. So our tutor, like say Dr. Anu, she'll be doing with one of the candidate, and others can see, and definitely it helps. So you may not be getting the chance, but definitely few of you will get the chance to practice, and rest you can observe. That's also really important and will be definitely helpful. All right. So any more questions you can ask? All right then, my friend, I won't be taking much of your time, and I hope this small session was helpful, because if you do some longer session, that might become a bit boring as well. So that's why we thought, okay, let's have a very small session. I think I've taken only half an hour. So I hope it was helpful, and thank you so much for listening. And you can access it again on the YouTube very soon. We'll be able to share it with you all. And please join the WhatsApp group, and you can get lots of things from the WhatsApp group. Thank you, Priyanka. Thanks a lot, and see you again hopefully. And bye bye. Thank you, Dr. Nawaz. Thank you, Nawaz. Thank you. Thank you, Nazifa. Bye.